Yes, another year, another iPhone. This is the iPhone 7, and instead of doing an unboxing or a review of this phone, in this video I'm going to talk about what I think is really important with this phone and the features that need to be discussed after using them and actually experiencing them in hand. And I'm also going to answer some Twitter questions later on, so let's do this. Before we get started, big thanks to Slickrafts for sponsoring this video. They sent me out one of their custom cases that looks really dope. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what character this one is, but they have a lot of options, including Jon Snow and the Joker. And if you got jet black, I highly recommend the naked wrap to keep it clean, but also be able to appreciate that beauty. Links down below as always, go check them out. Before I get into the Twitter questions, I want to talk about the two most controversial features, and the first of which is the home button. Gone is the actual mechanical home button. It is now a taptic feedback to make it feel and simulate a clicking experience. And I'll be the first to admit, at first it is very weird. It doesn't feel right. It's just like, ew, this sucks. But then you get used to it and it's actually not that bad, and it actually ends up being pretty good. This tweet by Jonathan Morrison sums it up pretty well. After using it for a couple days, it's actually one of my favorite features of the phone. It's so responsive, you know exactly when you click it. It actually ends up working pretty well. Plus, it saves a lot of space in there without the mechanical movement, and that's usually a big point of failure, the home button not working. So I think overall it was definitely a really good move. And the second controversial feature of the iPhone 7 is the absence of a headphone jack. You all saw that coming. And even I did, and I was against it for a while, but honestly, now that I have it, I think we way overreacted. There are two situations where I could see it actually being a problem. One is if you already have really nice headphones, but the solution to that is just take the included adapter, plug them into the headphone wire, and then leave it there. And if you have like another pair of headphones, just get another $9 adapter. Then the other situation that it could be a problem is if you want to charge and listen at the same time. I personally, that doesn't bother me. I never even do that. I only charge while I'm sleeping, but I could see if that's something you do often, that definitely being an inconvenience. Alright, so let me know what you thought about those two controversial features in the comments below. Those are my thoughts after using it for a couple of days. And now I want to get into some Twitter questions. So I tweeted out, asked me some questions about the iPhone 7, and here we go. Josh Long asks, is the screen resolution the same? Sadly, yes. Technically, the screen is a little better with like a wider color gamut and just like better colors. But for most users, it's the exact same as last year, which not to say it's that bad, it still looks fine, but it should be better. And keyword is should. Obviously, it could be better, but in 2016, it should be better than a 750p display. Matt Giles asks, has charging your phone and listening to music with the included earbuds been a problem yet? I touched on this earlier. It's really not a problem for me. I have no situations where I need to do both of those at one time. The biggest situation I could imagine is like a car where you want to charge and play music at the same time with an aux cord. But me personally, I use a Bluetooth adapter so I can still charge and play music, and I've been doing that for like a year now. So honestly, it's really not a problem for me. Spencer LeBron asks, why did you buy it? It's black. Keith Llewellyn asks, as an Android fanboy, is there anything about the iPhone 7 that would convince me to switch? Honestly, the main two reasons I use the iPhone are one, the speed, it's incredibly fast, and two, iMessage. Honestly, even the highest spec Android phones fail to outperform the iPhone in daily tasks in almost every single scenario. It's just so quick and so fluid and responsive. It's a really nice hardware and software combination. They really work well together. And then iMessage is just amazing, period. And the last question from my Chris Daddy is, how classy is it? Very. Alright, that wraps this video up, short and sweet. In terms of other iPhone 7 content, later this week or in about a week or something, I have a drop test coming out. Not any normal drop tests though. I'm done with those. You'll see that when it comes out. And there's one more mystery video on the iPhone 7 that will come after that you'll learn more about at a later date. So, with that out of the way, thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more content. And as always, stay classy.